Clippers, Kawhi Leonard signs 3-year, $152.4 million extension. Tass Mellis, your eyes got big there when I said the number. Is this news?
Yeah. This is news. Kawhi Leonard hasn't finished the playoffs in 4 years, and he's going to get paid $50 million per year for the next 3 years, and he just had his second right knee surgery in the offseason. So, yeah, it's good news. Listen, when he plays in those games, you can call him the best player. I did when he played in those 2 games against the Phoenix Suns last year in the playoffs, and then he went out to have surgery on that right knee, and he thinks he's capable and able and healthy enough to play in each game. As this is the first year he hasn't managed his load and sat out games in a long time. He's the face of this team. Now, I just wonder, they're going to the Intuit Dome next season. Their new arena.
Yeah.
And I wonder here if they just want Kawhi Leonard to be the face of the team, and they say, hey, let's sign a contract. Because the future of this team is sort of up in the air beyond this offseason when, again, they could be so good. They could come out of the Western Conference if they're all healthy.
Right.
But maybe that's what they're signing into. They're just signing Kawhi to be the face of this team. But if he's healthy, again, this team could be phenomenal. And I love this potential perfect, tasty sandwich that this could produce. Listen to this. If Kawhi plays in all 3 seasons, he would have played 7 with the Spurs, 1 with the Raptors, and then 7 with the Clippers if he retires after that 7, which is possible.
Look at the sandwich. Hence the sandwich. That's a lot of bread.
Well, it's a heavy bread.
And then one slice of salami in the middle.
Yeah. What kind of sandwich does Kawhi like? I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't eat sandwiches. He's a soup guy.
Robots don't eat food.
Right.
There is that one photo of him at the Raptors restaurant, or Toronto restaurant. It was around the parade. He looked happy.
Okay.
That was the one time he ate a sandwich. He went to the restaurant once.
He went to a restaurant once and he said never again.
I heard all you humans
Too much
talking
going on.
about restaurants. I wanted to see what it is.
What do you think? What do you think about this extension here from the Clips and Kawhi?
Look, those toilets are going to be filled, Skeets. Steve Ballmer's
Complete crap.
Steve's going to be excited. I mean, obviously, this is risky. You could be playing Kawhi Leonard for 3 seasons, and he doesn't play in any of them. Sure. But he's healthy right now. He's balling right now, and the guy has smiled more in the past 2 months than he has in the past however many seasons you said he played, Tass. The guy is loving the Clippers right now. And maybe it's because it's all LA guys. Sure, Kawhi is the face of the franchise, but going forward, it's Kawhi. Paul George will be getting his extension next. They're going to pay James Harden in the summer, and Russell Westbrook is there. That's 4 literal LA guys who all grew up together, now playing for an LA team, opening a new arena. It makes sense. It's a $50 million investment to be able to open the arena, and that is nothing for Steve Ballmer. Yeah. He's like, I don't care if this is a risk. I'll just sell another operating system.
Yeah, sure.
I want to know when season seats go up for sale. I wonder if they say, hey, we're starting tomorrow because we just signed Kawhi this contract. I wonder if that's 1+1. But it is interesting you said all those names because Paul George could be a free agent this offseason. James Harden is a free agent this offseason. Russell Westbrook could be a free agent this offseason. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting team.
This is big news for the Clips. I mean, also, think about how they started this season. I think they were 8-10. Obviously, they make the James Harden trade. That did not look good at the start. They are really struggling. And since then, 16-3 record. They're number 4 in the Western Conference, as we showed you there on the standings. They lead their division. They're only behind the Minnesota Timberwolves by 2 games for the number 1 seed in the conference. So this Kawhi extension, promotes a little stability, right? Moving forward into the new arena. And it's one thing checked off the to-do list, I assume, of Ballmer and Lawrence Frank and the Clippers organization, because you said it, there's a lot more business to do. What happens with Paul George? By all accounts, they're working on a potential extension for here. We should note, this is a lot of money for a guy that's played basically 50% of the games in LA, but it's a discount. It's not max.
It's pretty damn close,
It's not max. It's leaving a little bit of money on the table for potentially Paul George, obviously Harden. So this is good. I'm saying this is pretty impressive here, that the LA Clippers, have a nice little foundation here. Again, it just comes down to whether or not these guys can play in the playoffs. That's it. Yeah. They're tough out if they are.
They have been there for a long time. It's going to be a longer term than what he played with for the Spurs, which is astonishing. It's going to be more. He's going to play more than the 7 years, I assume, because he must believe that he's entirely healthy. The fact that he played in every game in back-to-backs, he had a little hip pointer, a little hip issue that he sat out for. But going back to 2019 when he left the Raptors, they did have that healthy run in 2020, but that's the last time he was healthy in the postseason. That was a long time ago, but I like to think every single year, I wonder, is this the year? Is this the year? Could this be the year? And it felt like it was sort of happening last year when they stole one from Phoenix on the road to start that series, but obviously Paul George was out because he has to be healthy too.
Yeah, and Ziller brought up a great point I thought this morning. When you look at the Western Conference landscape right now, all the teams that have been winning championships or at least were considered to be a championship favorite, they're struggling. I'm talking about the old teams, right? The Lakers, obviously led by a 39-year-old LeBron. The Warriors, who we just spent 10 minutes going, what the hell's wrong with them? They got to do something. Even the Suns, who make the big splashy moves, get the big three, they don't play, they don't look good, they can't stop anyone, they can't get help. So the Clippers have this, it appears that they have potentially a very small little opening here to make a very deep run in the postseason because the young guard is coming. And maybe they're already here. Thunder, Wolves, teams like that. Clippers, though, as a veteran squad that, again, these guys have a lot of playoff experience, so they haven't gone very, very far together. But I make some sense here that they're looking at this going, well, this could be a really good year for us to make a deep run and actually go to a finals, if not win the whole thing, when you look at the other teams. I think that, I forgot the Nuggets there. I would sort of include them as the defending champs. They're probably still part of the young guard, though. But, they are the defending champs, and you got to beat them. But I think there's some truth to that. And good on them for signing up Kawhi, and I think Paul George is going to come soon after this. I wouldn't know why not. Where else is he going to go to have maybe a better opportunity to actually win one of these things? Right?
He's definitely going to sign an extension.
Yeah.
They're the old guard, that's for sure. Because Kawhi is 32, Paul George is 33, Westbrook's 34, and Harden's 35. I'm getting the last two right. Maybe it's Harden 34 and Westbrook 35. Either way, they obviously know that his knees are good, and he's playing like it. So if they are healthy for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard literally could be the best player on the floor, no matter who they're playing, even if they are playing the defending champs.